Years, I didn't see one. Man, knock it off. That boy ate some lemon heads before walking into court. LOL emojis. And the left-wing media also blasting Rittenhouse. Watch.
You know, just get all the people going.
After the two struck some serious seductive reenacting episodes of both Different Strokes and The Facts of Life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take the fun, and there you have the facts of life. The catchy theme song brought back to life by original cast member Lisa Whelchel, plus cameos by Mindy Cohn and Kim Fields.
You write the opinions of everyone.
Who played the original Tootie.
Having the last, holding my son for the last time.
You what I intended to say if I had been elected in 2016. My fellow Americans.
She is outgoing,
Life is what you make out of it.
outspoken,
And your spouse never got on your nerves so bad you wonder why they still there.
and out on the roads, sharing what she knows about trucking.
I provide you with different places that's hiring, job searches, and ways you can save money on fuel.
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Take on this Thursday, December 9th, 2021. I'm your host as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on The Take. Like I said, The Take is the hub of pop culture, and we're here to cover everything pop culture this week. So, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is king. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Tell a friend. So, hey, let's get to it. Let's get to the big story. The big story this week is LeBron versus Kyle Rittenhouse. LeBron James, the NBA player, versus the newly acquitted Kyle Rittenhouse with some unquestionable tactics of what he did in his role in the Kenosha shooting that led 3 people to get shot by him, but he got acquitted. Well, Kyle Rittenhouse is doing this media tour during Fox News. The liberals don't like him. The conservatives feel like he's a hero. Liberals feel like he's an anti-hero. So there's a lot going on. Kyle Rittenhouse went by a conservative network called Blaze. He was questioned about that tweet that LeBron said that he was doing crocodile tears while he was testifying in the stand. And here's Kyle Rittenhouse's answer with this.
Including NBA star LeBron James, who wasted no time mocking Rittenhouse after Rittenhouse broke down on the stand. You remember that? James tweeting out this: "What tears? I didn't see one. Man, knock it off. That boy ate some lemon heads before walking into court. LOL emojis." And the left-wing media also blasting Rittenhouse. Watch.
This whole thing of, the whole breaking down and dry heaving in court, that was one thing that we didn't see from Zimmerman, but, making himself the victim.
Joy, today the jurors saw what must be the greatest performance of Kyle Rittenhouse's life. He was well prepared by his defense attorneys to disrupt his image as a trigger-happy vigilante who went on a shooting rampage. This is white privilege on steroids.
We're going to break that down. But Congressman Hakeem Jeffries also coming under fire for tweeting this: "Lock up Kyle Rittenhouse, throw away the key." Teddy Daniels, where do you want to begin with that?
Rittenhouse didn't hold no guard, no holes, you know what, about his situation. Rittenhouse saying that he used to be a fan of LeBron. Now he's not a fan. LeBron had called him out and saying that he did fake tears to get off, to be acquitted. Well, LeBron had this tweet, and he ain't, he's standing by his word. I didn't know, like I said, LeBron and Kyle Rittenhouse, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like I said, it gets even more deeper rooted than it is because LeBron supported Black Lives Matter, and Kyle Rittenhouse was at a Black Lives Matter situation. Movement and try to shoot someone just because for the fun of it. So it's a lot going on. But Kyle Rittenhouse, LeBron James won't be exchanging Christmas cards and Christmas gifts this season. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Meanwhile, on celebrity news, we move forward to celebrity news where this week was the People's Choice Awards. Yes, the People's Choice Awards was on NBC and on simulcast. A lot of awards given out. We know, notably, Halle Berry was there to receive an award. The Rock was there. Kim Kardashian was there. So let's get to with the festivities with all these celebrities. With the
categories spanning movies, TV, music, and pop culture were handed out in Santa Monica, California, hosted by Kenan Thompson.
Where was Cal, huh? You can have Kenan, but no Cal. The show was also jam-packed with performances, including her and Christina Aguilera, who was crowned with the inaugural Music Icon Award.
Kim Kardashian snagged the Fashion Icon Award, continuing her all-black motif from this year's Met Gala, accessorized with sunglasses and jeweled earrings.
She wants to be Batman so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And winning this year's People's Icon Award was Halle Berry.
Right.
Halle Berry.
You allow me to be myself. When I fall down, my fans, the public, you pick me up. And when I'm up, you push me higher. So thank you. Thank you from my heart. From my heart.
She needs some kind of icon award too.
Yeah.
Halle Berry's is everything. All right, the biggest award of the night, the People's Champion Award, went to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, introduced by his tequila drinking buddy Jeff Bezos.
And humble to a fault, he promptly gave away the award to a woman in the audience from Make-A-Wish, who he says inspired him as a real champion.
I want to give you this. Because you represent everything that it means to be a people's champion. So this is for you.
Next time I'm here, I'm wearing that red shirt.
Yes,
Promise
with
you.
the maroon pants.
Yes. Now, nicest guy in showbiz, he also snagged Male Movie Star of the Year for his part in Jungle Cruise.
Huge fan of The Rock for obvious reasons. But I'm like, anytime you're like, oh, he's such a great guy, he does something that's even more like, blah.
Right. He's the man.
He always does something so great that you're just like, okay, like at this point, he's a...
Yes, The Rock donating his People's Choice Awards to a fan. The fan didn't believe The Rock was going to donate his award. The Rock probably paid that fan off, just in case, just say, hey, make me look good. The Rock's supposed to have a Christmas special sometime next week. I'm going to look out for that, Young Rock. Going to be on NBC and Peacock. Peacock! Halle Berry, looking ageless as she is. She looks stunning. Like she looks like she never changed. The Rock never did too. So and Kim Kardashian, she changes all the time, even in divorce. So how that go? We'll talk about her old man right now. Her new beaut. Yes, her new beaut. Kim Kardashian's new beaut, Pete Davidson, and his best friend, Machine Gun Kelly, the rapper, they sat down to strip down their undies for Calvin Klein's signature, and it was kind of weird. Let's take a look with this.
Yeah, okay. I do like one of these. Yeah, you do like one of those, like you can do one of these, like, oh, I didn't know I was in my underwear.
Pete Davidson and Machine Gun Kelly are stripping down for their fans. No, literally. The longtime friends teamed up with Calvin Klein to show off a different side of them. A more cheeky side that included stripping down to their undies during a live stream on the fashion brand's Instagram account.
Did you practice your poses?
I had like
Yeah, I had like, man. You want to see my pose?
Yeah.
Check out your pose. Okay, so I was going to be like, kind of.
Oh, you're gonna do it in the under? Okay.
Yeah, just get off the couch for a second so you can look over there. All right. And you can tell me what you think. So, I was gonna be like, obviously fluff up the boys.
Yeah, for sure. You stuff a banana.
Or, and I was just socks, just do
you were going for the lay down.
I was gonna go one of these, just kind of like, yeah, that's right.
But MGK really needs some props to get into the modeling mood. So the two improvised.
I do like one of these. I'll do yeah, you do like one. Sure, you could have a Calvin Klein ad.
Oh, sorry. I'll have a.
Yeah.
No, see, I'm a prop. I need props.
You need props.
Here.
Yeah.
This is the whole time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I do something like this, like, you know, just get all the people going.
After the two struck some serious, seductive, yet questionable poses, Pete quipped on Machine Gun Kelly's love life, seemingly commenting on his relationship with Megan Fox.
Nice stuff, by the way, my man.
Thank you. Good shit.
I get it now.
Yeah,
I get it
sure.
now. Good for you. Good for you, dog.
I would have put an extra like 2 socks in there and just
Oh, for sure.
The world's mine.
Always gotta fluff it up or get a sweet in-betweener going.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't just go cold.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm freezing right now. How about
I am a grower for sure. I'm not really a grower or a shower. It's actually the same, small and hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's actually a scientific wonder. But no, that's what I would have went with.
Yeah, I feel like
That's okay. We'll just get new agents.
Machine Gun Kelly and Pete finished the hilarious IG Live and then snapped a selfie writing, quote, "Did we nail it or did we nail it?" We think it's safe to say that the two...
Yeah, that was, I mean, they're talking about that you know what and eating popcorn. Okay, we know Machine Gun Kelly is with Megan Fox, and we know that Kim is starting dating Pete Davidson. I think Kim and Pete Davidson, they're just a fling, if you ask me. So, yeah, what it is on that. But it's kind of weird. They both stripping out their undies, talking and conversating with each other with the internet. I'll never know. I'll never know. Well, speaking of, I will never know, but I do know this. Jimmy Kimmel and Norman Lear did their in front of Studio Live audience, and they brought out celebrities as well. They brought out the likes of Kevin Hart, Jennifer Aniston, Gabrielle Union, Will Arnett, Jon Stewart, and a familiar face that sung the theme to the song back in the 80s. Take a look.
Come on, Willis. One of the most popular lines in sitcom history had audiences laughing once again.
I'm about to turn you into a toothpick with my Zowie Zap gun.
Kevin Hart nailing the part of a reimagined Arnold Jackson, the latest live in front of a studio audience, delivering again classic sitcoms reimagined with a star-studded cast. This time, reenacting episodes of both Different Strokes and The Facts of Life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take the fun, and there you have the facts of life. The catchy theme song brought back to life by original cast member Lisa Whelchel, plus cameos by Mindy Cohn and Kim Fields.
You write the opinions of everyone.
Who played the original Tootie, played by Gabrielle Union.
This one was written by number 6.
Jennifer Aniston as rich girl Blair.
Dink? I'd know those knees anywhere.
Another 80s sitcom alum, Jason Bateman.
I would love to bid on your dinner box tonight.
Played Natalie's love interest, Tim.
What they call a deadhead.
And Jon Stewart appeared as Carl.
You are paint. I do not paint.
A mix of the old and the new in the Different Strokes throwback. Boyz II Men performing that iconic theme song. John Lithgow took over the part of Philip Drummond.
What's all the shouting about? And why is all the furniture rearranged here?
Willis wanted to buy this room in half.
The wealthy widower who adopts Willis and Arnold.
I'm 13, and even though he looked 45, he's just 8.
While Willis was portrayed by comedian Damon Wayans, Todd Bridges, the original Willis, delighting viewers with a surprise visit.
It's hard to believe that I walked through those doors 43 years ago, back when I had hair.
And Snoop Dogg as Willis's friend Vernon. Even commercials bringing comical relief. Alfonso Ribeiro starring in classic commercials in between takes.
Whoa, how did this happen?
Including one with This Old House's Bob Vila and the Kool-Aid Man, only adding to the 80s nostalgia.
Facts of life was that Lisa Welch, she looks like she hasn't aged one bit. She looks stunning. I mean, stunning in a way like she could have been Blair herself, playing the original Blair. But Kim Fields was there. Minnie Coleman was there. Even Todd Bridges, who's the last surviving member of the Different Strokes cast, even made a rare cameo appearance. It was retro. It was ABC pour out the mega bucks, even going retro night for one night only, and ABC did pretty well. I know that Jennifer Aniston playing Blair, they could have got a younger actress or something. These Gabrielle Union, all of them, but to each his own. But could have went younger, not older. But these older actresses need every paycheck they can get. I'm telling you. Whew. All right. We move on forward to talk shows this week. On talk shows this week, everyone's been talking about, and right so people should. Nick Cannon delivered an emotional, charged, powerful speech about his late son when he did this.
Having the last, holding my son for the last time.
Cannon says he spent this last weekend in California with his son, and on Sunday they took a trip to the ocean where he held Zen for the last time. That was the announcement you just saw. He says God's given him the strength to return to work, and he dedicated today's show to his child.
Nick Cannon revealed that his late son had passed away from brain tumor. Our hearts and prayers go out to Nick Cannon at this time, and hope he is feeling okay and he's processing his grief as what he should be doing. And going on the national television to air that. It takes courage. It takes a lot of persistence, and Nick Cannon is that. Losing a loved one, losing your child before no parent should bury their child. There's always the telling. But in this case, Nick Cannon is a real trooper, and he will. Your son's memory will live on, but you will know. And I see why Nick Cannon has to do what he has to do. I'll say that. But more kids. All right. We'll be back with more Take. Don't go anywhere. This is The Take on Connect TV. Stay tuned. Welcome back to The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendra Diggs here. Glad you can join us here on The Take on this Thursday, December 9th, 2021. We are kicking off to Christmas. Christmas is about almost a couple of days away, and we're here to Take. Gonna do that. Also, too, we're gonna have a holiday marathon coming soon on Christmas week. So once you relive every show, we relive Viral, we relive The Take, the pro wrestling show. We're gonna relive it. So it's gonna be a marathon of your of the past shows of this year. So we hope you enjoy our gift to you, the Connect viewers. All right, speaking of that, let's head up to the political rundown. The political rundown this week. What a political rundown we're talking about is former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, who was merely close to becoming the first female president of the United States. Well, Hillary Clinton recalls and revisits that time that she's doing a masterclass series. Masterclass now. Masterclass got everything now. They even brought the Clintons into the involved. Well, Hillary Clinton revisits her moment that if she would have won the presidency of the United States over then Donald Trump, here's what her victory speech would have been. Take a look.
You what I intended to say if I had been elected in 2016. My fellow Americans, today you sent a message to the whole world. Everybody will be knocked down. The question is, will you get back up? I want to share my life lessons with the hope that it might help you as you navigate your own life. I made so many gaffes and mistakes. There are steps you can take to build confidence in yourself, to begin to trust yourself about the decisions you will make. This class is for anyone at any age who wants to think about building a life of meaning and purpose, of having a mission that captures what you're willing to stand up for. Every one of you has the ability to be resilient. I've been, reduced to tears. I've been frustrated beyond words. But the lesson that I've learned about getting back up after setbacks or disappointments is to first feel the disappointment. Don't pretend it didn't happen. It did. You have to authentically dig deep to get back.
Hillary Clinton putting out there crying that she could have been the first female president and the glass ceiling would have been broken. So Hillary Clinton teaching us that, resilience is within and resilience is that. So, he said with Hillary Clinton. So, never know. So, it's never too late, but I guess Joe Biden got her spot with the presidency anyway. Well, Kamala Harris could get a chance. Who knows if she could, bust up her image a little bit more, so people can know. We'll know. All right, and finally, the viral video of the week. The viral video of the week is, all right, this female truck driver is a wife, a mom, and a TikToker who's making over $100,000 a year. Wow, that's big bank right there, if you ask me. Well, check her story with this.
She is outgoing.
Life is what you make out of it.
Outspoken.
And your spouse ever got on your nerves so bad you wonder why they still there.
And out on the roads, sharing what she knows about trucking.
I provide you with different places that's hiring, job searches, and ways you can save money on fuel.
Clarissa Rankin of Charlotte, North Carolina, is a wife and mother of two who is sharing all aspects of life as one of the relatively few women truck drivers.
Why did I become a truck driver?
Amassing more than 1.5 million followers on TikTok, she's one of the most popular truckers on the platform.
Say that again.
1.5 million who want to see what you're up to each and every day.
Yes.
It is a journey, Rankin says, stemming from necessity.
I went to school for my bachelor's in criminal justice, and I was over $50,000 in debt, and I couldn't find a job in my career.
How has trucking transformed your income?
My first year, I came out making $50,000. Now I'm well over $150,000, and that's just one truck, and that's not counting none of my social media.
Which, with endorsements, can help her earn up to $12,000 additional dollars a month. So we hit the road with Rankin and her truck Sparkle.
I don't think you're ready, I'm ready.
To see what life feels like on 5 axles and 18 wheels.
Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, baby. You don't want to use the lights today.
You enjoy the view?
I love the road, and it's a break away from life, too, because the only thing you got to worry about is driving the truck. You see how close he was?
Rankin was inspired by her husband Joey, who obtained his commercial driver's license 8 years ago and quickly found work. But when she got her CDL, some employers were blunt.
He said, I would never hire you as my truck driver. He said, I would hire you as my assistant, though. I had 6 interviews, and they all turned me down. A woman actually was the one that gave me my first CDL job. And she believed in me.
That belief now central to Rankin's online messaging, encouraging everyone, especially women, to consider this as a career.
Right now, women only make up 9% of the trucking industry. I want to make it and bring it up to at least 40%.
I do recall on one of her first videos, she was counting money. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, if she can do it, I can do it.
Michelle Locke obtained her trucker's license after being inspired by Rankin. Locke now drives with her husband on long-haul routes across the country.
I can retire from this. I can become a millionaire if that's what I decided I wanted to do. And my mindset was there.
After Rankin's delivery was unloaded, she stopped to refuel, discovering a male truck driver also inspired by her.
I started in April because of her.
Really? What was that like?
I do this for the people. So for him to be able to quote everything, my whole platform, and tell me who I am, it's like breathtaking.
Returning home at the end of the day is Rankin's top priority, made possible with Joey working as her dispatcher, giving them control over their schedule, allowing the TikTok star to spend time with her boys.
We sit at the dinner table together. We are a family, and I take pride in that. And that's why I make sure I educate people on my social media to show them, like, no, you still have to put family first. So the money never can make you. You make the money. Y'all know why I do this.
One woman making major moves on the road with her family and followers along for the ride. CBS Mornings, Errol Barnett, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, you saw that tow truck lady from Charlotte, North Carolina, Carissa, raking in the money, all right. She's raking in the money indeed. So, kudos to Carissa and kudos to all the female truck drivers and inspiring female truck drivers that want to get out there and do the thing and drive trucks and do TikTok. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of The Tape. We'll be back next week for another edition of The Tape. So, for me being Kendra Dick saying so long, we'll see you next Thursday for another edition of The Tape. See you later.